Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, and we are back with the Italian like I said I would be, and today we're going to be doing Raid with Central Pawns. Yes, babies, these guys are going to do magic going forward, wait for it. And if you've forgotten the ideas in the Italian, there they are right for you. Remember, you want your bishop on c4 so you can keep an eye on f7. Remember, we play c3, d4 to take over the center. We want to bring out our pieces. We definitely want the rook to come to e1. And of course, the theme of today, don't forget about pawn stabs, ladies and gentlemen. Pawn stabs. Lovely thing about a pawn stab is if you attack something with a pawn, it generally wants to run away. If you guys love this video and enjoy the Italian series, please don't be afraid. Hit the subscribe button down below or the like button. Drop a comment. If there's something you want to know, let us know. We'll make a video about it. And we're here to help you. And if you want to catch us live, come catch us on our Twitch channel. Why not? Subscribe there too. That one you got to pay for, of course. But why not? Come join us on all platforms. We are here to help. That's what Chess Heroes is all about. Let's get straight into it, though. We are here with Raid and Pawns, or Raid with the Central Pawns. So here we go. Game 1. I have 2 of them for you today. So let's get in there. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, in comes the d4, pawn takes pawn, and bishop goes to b6. Now bishop b6 here is not really the move. You should be playing bishop b5, but we're not talking about that today. We're only here to look from white's point of view. Here we have the pawn center with plan A. We gotta love it. And here, the beautiful thing about a pawn center, it's going to roll over the black king side. Watch these knights do a little bit of a hoppity hop, all because of a pawn stab. And here we go, the first one on the board. Pawn stab, you gotta love it. There it is. You gotta love the pawn stab. It's there. The knight has to run. Oh no, he goes to g4. Yes, you could play d5. Again, this is all about the pawn stabs and how badly black plays. So don't stress too much about it. Here again, we have another pawn stab with h3. Knight has to go to h6. And again, we have another pawn stab with d5. And he runs. And again, another pawn stab with d6. And again, the knight has to run to knight g6. And as we can see, the black pieces, the pawns have marched forward. They've caused the black pieces to scatter. They have to scatter like cockroaches. They are all over the show, running to the king's side. And now it's all about white enjoying the advantages he has. At this point, I'm going to say pause the video so that you can decide what is the best move for black here. As we know, the pawns are marched forward, causing the black pieces to scatter. Time to bring out a piece. Now, when you want to bring out that piece, remember that a piece that comes out that doesn't attack does more than a piece that just comes out for the sake of coming out, right? And I'm not talking about coming out in life. I'm talking about just bringing the piece out in development, right? So, hit that pause button. Give you a few seconds to do that. And we're back. And what we can do is here. We want to develop. And the beautiful thing is this queen is not looking very pretty. Look at this diagonal. The bishop can run all the way to g5. Look how beautiful that bishop is. She is loving this. Attacking the queen. Queen can't take it. Defended by the knights. By the knight. This knight is defending. What a beautiful knight it is. Defending the queen. Must play f6. Has no choice but to play f6. White continues with taking pawn. And again, he's got to be wary because of check and wins the queen. So he has to take back. And here again, I ask you, hit the pause button so you can figure out what the best move for white is here. I'll give you a few seconds to hit that pause button. Right. And back we go. And the beautiful thing is, it looks like white must play bishop takes knight because we win a piece. But in the greater scheme of things, we actually are going to set up checkmate. Look at this. Queen e2, king out the way, and bang! Good night. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. So long. Farewell. Good night. Checkmate. When it comes to checkmates, the one thing we gotta look at is that look at the squares around the king. This is covered. This is covered. This is covered. He's only got this square to go to. Right? He's only got this square to go to. So we know that if we can attack and put the king under pressure, that mate must be eminent. Now I ask you, after seeing this wonderful, wonderful way of playing with your pawns, isn't this better than the Giacomo Bellissimo? Right, where you play knight f3. It's got to be better. It's got to be a lot more exciting. None of this boring chess, right? Indeed. As I said, I've got 2 games for you. Here's the second one with the raid of pawns. Let me load it up. Load. Give me my pawns. There we go. No, man. What's going on here? Come on. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. E4, E5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, b4, the Evans Gambit. You gotta love it. Pawn takes, c3, bishop a5, d4, straight for the jugular, knight f6, and here we're gonna play our little pawn stab yet again. In comes the pawn stab with pawn takes, pawn. Now the knight has to do something. It runs all the way to g4, and the idea is, bang, we can both get the pawn on d5. But yet again, hit the pause button while you think about this. What is black's best move here? White's best move here. White's got 2 great options. One is better than the other, right? Now that you're back, we can look at this. A lot of people look at bishop a3, but the better move is bishop g5. And the reason for bishop g5 is you'll play f6, pawn takes, knight takes, and now we have another pawn stab. Oh yeah, gotta love it. Another pawn stab. And here black thinks he's okay. He's going to play his own very pawn stab onto the bishop. But white can just play pawn takes, and pause the position here because this is quite critical. What is black's best move and why? Give you a chance to hit the pause button. And welcome back. The reason for the best move here is pawn takes pawn. Now, the reason pawn takes pawn is we one square away from queening. We're attacking the rook. We're attacking that square. The bishop's covering here. So the only move that black has is queen e7 to attack this way and this way. And again, white only has one option. He wants to keep this pawn, and in order to do so, he plays queen e2. At this point, black resigns. He can't stop the pawn. The advancing of the central raid pawn got all the way to the 7th and put black under pressure. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick raid of pawns. The next video will be out again very shortly. I hope you enjoy it. More of this to come. White dominates for a while before we look at black. Again, if you guys loved the video, enjoyed the content, come check us out on Twitch. And obviously come back to our YouTube channel. And don't forget, subscribe at the bottom. It's for free. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.